so like for example, I'll show to make it concrete what I'm trying to say. So, our article on the website, being empowered through Allah against sexual impropriety and exploitation. So when you asked me to present that in Chicago this past fall, we called it the sunnahs that protect against sexual impropriety, I think it was, right? And when the first time when I presented it, when you had me present it to the ladies, I don't think you were there. Afterwards, after the presentation and everything, the Q&A and everything was finished, one of the women, she came up to me and she was like really happy about whatever we covered. And she said, I want to tell you a story. And I said, what? And she goes, I went to college at UIC, University of Illinois, and Chicago. And she said, I used to take the Blue Line. Her family lived out past, like, towards O'Hare, that kind of area. Maybe they lived in Bensonville or something. But she used to go to the Rosemont stop, right? So she goes, I used to take the Blue Line train every day after university courses were over. She'd take it from downtown, from the campus to the Rosemont station. And the Rosemont station, like the ISNA station? Right? So like that huge parking lot, and you just park and then you get on the train, right? So she goes, one day, it was evening, I was coming back from the university on the Blue Line, and there's this guy on the train who was making her really uncomfortable, right? Like she was noticing him having a lot of attention toward her, and it was making her more and more uncomfortable. You know how like women just have this instinct where they can just pick up when a guy's like creepy? So he was creeping her out, and she said, I noticed him noticing me, and it was making me more and more uncomfortable. She's like, it got to the point where I was so uncomfortable, like I was like, okay, maybe I can dodge him somehow. Maybe I can trick him to make him think that I'm getting off the train. So she got off the train at one stop, and she quickly got back on because she was hoping he'd get off, and he did. He got off the train. When he saw her get up, he got up too. He got off the train. But then when she got back on, he got back on too.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And she was like, now her panic is like totally mounting, right? And she's continuing down. Rosemont is, I think, the second to last stop on the Blue Line. The last stop is O'Hare Airport. And so she's like going toward Rosemont, fewer and fewer people. Everybody's getting off the train at their stops. There's less and less people around. And she has like just a few people left on the train. And she's like, and I could just imagine what's going to happen. I'm imagining myself getting off at that Rosemont stop, walking to my car in the dark, old, giant parking lot. My car was toward the back of the parking lot. I'm going to be all by myself, and he's going to follow me. Like she's like, this is crazy, right? So, mashallah, what she told me was, what I did at that point was I called my brother. And she goes, listen, I can't get off the train right now. I'm going straight to O'Hare, to the airport. I'm going to get off there. You have to come pick me up. And he did, right? Her brother came and picked her up. And, and it was like so interesting because it's like her story confirmed to her how amazing the rules of the Sharia are. And particularly, I think when she heard the presentation, because like so many things of what we talked about applied, right? Like not traveling alone. Her brother had to come pick her up, the mahram, right?
Yeah.
Not wanting
like
to be alone.
Relying on your mahram.
Not wanting to be alone. Khalwa. I mean, it wouldn't technically, Shada'an, it wouldn't be technically, but essentially the wisdom of the Sharia is clear, right? From this situation. You don't want to be in an isolated place with somebody because you're going to be vulnerable and it's not safe. And, and so it's like it confirmed to her the kinds of things we talked about. And it's not that, I could tell from speaking with her, it's not that she ever had a doubt about the rulings of the Sharia. Like she already sort of trusted what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had generally given her as a Muslim. But this experience concretized it and solidified her trust and her appreciation for what Allah had given. I thought it was just really powerful to see how that experience of hers helped her understand the Sharia and accept the Sharia, even more. Not that she had rejected it, but it's a higher level. It's that yaqeen thing that's growing inside of her because of the way it was confirmed.